satellite police stations from China are being set up in Canada, specifically the Toronto area. Ms. Dancho asks the tough questions but gets no answers. Thank you, Ms. Dancho, for being tough and working hard for Canadians. Here's the clip.
Ms. Dancho.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to the witnesses, for the representatives, for being with us today. I want to ask a little bit more about these recent reports of sort of satellite police stations being set up in Canada. So there appears to be evidence of physical street addresses where there are these supposed 3 satellite police offices representing police forces of the People's Republic of China in the Toronto area. I do think Canadians would be very surprised and frankly disturbed to learn that. The representative from Global Affairs has confirmed that there is an investigation going on into this. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, that's correct. There are we are waiting for evidence, not just from media reports, but from operations underway, and so I won't speak further to the detail of that. And I think specific questions on that should be directed to the RCMP. Thank you.
Could you confirm, if you did find out that these reports were in fact true, would that be announced publicly or reported publicly?
Mr. Chair, I'd have to defer to the RCMP as to whether they would make that announcement publicly or not.
So Global Affairs is working with the RCMP, and the RCMP is leading the investigation into this. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, we are working closely with all relevant partners to understand whether there's grounds to these very disturbing allegations. And obviously, if there are, we will be taking relevant action in our lane, which is the diplomatic lane. Thank you.
Would you be able to outline who those relevant partners are that you're working with?
Again, Mr. Chair, given the nature of the session not being in camera, I'm not. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to discuss operational details here. Thank you.
All right. If proven to be true, these satellite offices would be completely illegal and would represent a significant violation of Canada's national sovereignty. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, the activity that's being alleged would be entirely illegal, totally inappropriate, and would be the subject of very serious representations and follow-up diplomatically. Thank you.
Is there a time frame for this investigation? Can you provide an estimate of when that would conclude? Are we talking days, weeks, months, years?
Mr. Chair, I'm afraid I'm unable to answer that question.
You don't have any sense of an estimate at all?
Mr. Chair, I can just assure the members of this committee that this is a serious issue, that addressing it, determining whether there's any grounds to the allegations, and then dealing with it is a top priority, and of course would be undertaken as quickly as possible.
Are there any Chinese law enforcement officials located in Canada that are currently registered with Global Affairs?
None that I'm aware of, Mr. Chair.
To your knowledge, has there been any collaboration between the RCMP domestically with law enforcement from the People's Republic of China at any time in Canada over the last 5 years?
Mr. Chair, I can't answer that question the way it was phrased specifically, but what I can tell the committee is that Canada historically has had operational police liaison partnerships between Canada and the PRC, including police liaison officers who are accredited and provided diplomatic status to undertake information sharing roles. That has contributed in the past to dealing with issues like smuggling of fentanyl and other activities that are not in the interest of Canada. But that police liaison work depends on high trust between both agencies and is very much limited to a prescribed diplomatic liaison role. It would not in any way justify or cover the kind of activity that's being alleged in these media articles. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.